beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and it is time for my Sephora VIB sale haul. Better late than never, right? Let me set the scene for you. I realize that at this point, this sale was like a month ago, and everybody's hauls have long since been posted, and I respect that. I respect their hustle. I placed 2 separate orders during the VIB sale. The first one was when it was just open for the Rouge members, and that order arrived really quickly, like within a couple of days. And then I was influenced by a couple of my friends who are also beauty content creators. I am laying the blame at their feet. They influenced me to add a couple more items to my Sephora sale haul. So I placed a second order at the very tail end of the sale, and then that took a really long time to arrive. So that is why I am posting this so much later than everybody else. Less than half of the items that I ordered are actually makeup products. So I'm going to show you all of the makeup in action. You'll actually get to see me applying that and trying it on camera for the first time. But the majority of the items that I ordered are not makeup. Mostly skincare, and then I also ordered a fragrance. So let me show you the things that I can't demonstrate first. I think we'll get through these pretty quickly because the majority of these items are things that I talk about all the time. They're things that I have repurchased many, many times. I really like to focus on replenishing my staple items during the sale. Don't get me wrong, I love to take an excuse to try out an expensive item, and I definitely did that with some of my makeup stuff, but the first things that go into my cart every time I'm shopping the Sephora sale are my beloved skincare staples that I need to replenish. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm a Laneige girl. Every time there's a Sephora sale, I restock my Laneige Cream Skin Toner. I love this. I actually ran out. Thankfully, I had a Belief one that I had just sitting in the closet, kind of waiting for me to test it. So I didn't have to go without a hydrating toner, but this was the perfect time to purchase this because I'm out. I needed to replenish this. This is clearly an item that's a good investment because I've used it up many, many times and repurchased it many, many times. Also, speaking of Laneige, the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm is my #1 most used lip product. They have this sweet candy scent, which I had the lip mask with this scent, but I've never had the glowy balm. I think this is newly released or a newer release. So I bought one of these. I still have a backup, but I also just emptied one of these, so it's a good time to bring another one into my collection. I also just emptied my full-size Laneige lip mask, the sweet candy one. So I got this little dreamy kit. This has 4 different scents, flavors. Let's call them scents. Don't eat your makeup. Be better than me. So there's the berry, sweet candy, mango, and peach iced tea. Peach iced tea is a new one, I think. I love these. I always travel with one of the mini ones, and I always have a full size on my vanity. These were all items that I added to cart without hesitation. I know for a fact I will use all of these up, and I will get a great value out of them in the meantime. Same goes for this. I know I've talked about this sunscreen on my channel a lot. This is the Inkey List Polyglumatic Acid Dewy Sunscreen. This is by far my favorite sunscreen. I've already used up a couple of these. I have already repurchased this a few times. I have a little bit of my current open one left. It's in my purse. I carry this around in my purse. I will put this on anywhere and everywhere I go. I will offer it to everyone. I am the sunscreen brigade, okay? And I am coming to a town near you to force you to wear SPF. It will most likely be this one. This wears so well under makeup. It looks really good on my dry skin with no makeup as well, which you'll catch me outside all the time wearing just sunscreen, brow gel, and a baseball cap, call it a day. So I love this. Another good investment. Another thing I will certainly swiftly use to the last drop. I actually purchased this set as a gift for my spouse. He accidentally became a Belief skincare lover, specifically the Aqua Bomb moisturizer. I had some sample sizes of this product, and he was going on a trip and he asked me for some moisturizer. So I gave him the sample of this Aqua Bomb moisturizer. It's not quite intense enough for me. It has that more thin gel type of texture. I need something a little bit more rich and hydrating because I have really, really dry skin. He has normal skin, of course. So this is a great moisturizer for him. He loves the texture. He loves that it's not too smelly. He likes the really simple packaging and that it's just a very straightforward, hydrating, simple to the point type of product. So I got him this set. I don't know that we're going to turn him into a toner and eye cream type of person, but I bet that we can at least get this cleanser into the rotation. I will happily take these off his hands, but I know that he's gonna love this moisturizer, so that's why I bought this set. This is a full-size Aqua Bomb moisturizer, and the full size is $38. So I got all of these other products basically for free. Plus, I got this set on sale because I bought it during the VIB sale. So I really feel like I cleaned up, and I think this is gonna make a really nice gift. The very last product that I can't demonstrate on camera for you is this fragrance. This is the YSL Black Opium Over Red edition. I actually got a chance to smell this in a store before I ordered it, although I probably would have blind bought this. I love YSL Black Opium. It has been one of my favorite scents, probably what I would consider my signature scent for many, many years. So anytime there's a new edition, I'm excited. This smells like Black Opium plus Cherry Coke. It's still got that really rich, sultry, spicy scent of Black Opium, but it has that tart sweetness of the cherry. Oh, this smells so, so good. I love it. This is gonna have to be the new scent of the summer for me. I love to be sweet and spicy. Everything else that I purchased from the Sephora sale, I can demonstrate for you. I picked up this Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow. I got the shade 1N06, so you'll get to see me apply this. I was influenced by my friend Amy from Amy Loves Makeup to try this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I got this one in the shade 3 Fair. These two purchases I entirely blame on my friend Kim. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she is a beauty content creator on Instagram. You can find her at Be The Light 81, and she is another one of my most favorite people in the world. And she's also kind of bougie. She's definitely bougier than me, but she influenced me to get this Westman Atelier lit up highlight stick, this peptide lip treatment from Ulla Henriksen in the shade Cocoa Creme. And finally, the Rare Beauty powder blush. This is the shimmery blush that just came out. I got the shade Love. I knew that I wanted to pick up one of these as soon as I started seeing them around on Instagram. I love a shimmery, shiny, casually sweaty cheek, so I knew that I had to pick up one of these. How about, instead of just telling you about those, I will show you these items in action. I've only been wearing them for a couple hours, so I don't really have a full review or anything, but I'll give you my initial thoughts along the way.
Step one for me is always coffee. If I'm going to get ready this early, I'm going to need to be caffeinated and fueled up. As usual, I'll give you a look at just my bare skin. I have done my morning skincare. I am wearing a little bit of sunscreen, but I'm not wearing any makeup at all. That way you can see the starting point. And also just a reminder that human skin is not airbrushed and perfect and filtered. It has little spots and speckles and wrinkles and flaws and bumps and lumps and veins and things, and that's okay. That's what it should be because it is a functioning organ. And if yours doesn't look like a filter, that's good because nobody looks like that. You are perfect. Okay, now that I can step off my soapbox, let's put some of this Makeup Forever foundation on half of my face. I'm doing a very light layer and I'm just blending it in with my fingertips. I want to see what this looks like in comparison to no product at all. So that's why I'm just doing half and half right now so that I can see what one little light layer does in comparison to nothing. And you know what? I love the way this looks. It still very much looks like my skin. You can see some of my skin things coming through, but it definitely evens out a little bit of my redness. It definitely makes my skin look nice and hydrated and fresh. I love that. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, but if you're interested in seeing a wear test with this, I may also just want to see what this looks like if I can layer it up, if I can get a little bit more coverage. Personally, I like a very light coverage foundation. I like feeling and looking like it's my skin, but I would be interested to see if I could build this up more. I just didn't do that for today's video because I will be testing a concealer as well. And honestly, I love the way that this looked just with one light layer for my day-to-day wear. This is how I'm gonna wear it. And I have been very impressed with this. It feels very comfortable. I think it looks great. I ended up with a really, really nice color match. I would be curious to see how this does, not only layered up, but maybe with a setting powder all over on top too, because I did get some creasing around my eye, kind of crow's feet area, but I think that may have been from the concealer too. So I need to test those separately to kind of lessen the variables. No surprise to anyone, I love this little tinted lip treatment. I love tinted lip balm. I know a lot of people are sick of them. Personally, I am not sick of them. It's my favorite type of lip product, and I'm sure that I will easily use this one up. It feels good. It's a cute color. It smells good. I love it. Now let's talk about this concealer. This was definitely influenced by my bestie Amy Loves Makeup. She and I have a very similar sensibility when it comes to base products, particularly. So if she says this is her favorite concealer, then I know I've got to try it. I don't really keep a close eye on this brand in general, just because they typically don't really excite me. But the things that I've tried have been high quality formula wise. And in general, I think that this concealer is really, really nice. Keep in mind, Amy is quite a bit younger than me. She's like 12 years younger than me. So she probably has a lot less fine lines and crow's feet type of things than I do. So I did notice this concealer collecting in those spots a little bit, but I would be curious to test this with a different foundation underneath and with a little bit more of an aggressive setting powder type of situation. I did lightly dust this with a little tiny bit of translucent setting powder from Hourglass, but I could probably try to mitigate some of that wrinkle collection more. And it's not a very common problem for me. I'm much more likely to get collection in the forehead wrinkles. So I think it was just these really thin, hydrating formulas layered on top of each other that caused that. And I'm sure that if I use these products differently, that I will get a different result. Next up, this very fancy schmancy lady highlighting stick. I gotta say, this was my least favorite item that I tried. I just didn't feel like it was showing up very much. I ended up piling on a ton of it, and then you could kind of see it, and it definitely looked casually sweaty. It just wasn't doing a lot for me, but I decided to use it as a base and sort of set it with a shimmery highlighting powder on top, and that worked out really well. So, as usual, first impressions aren't everything for me. I'm gonna keep giving it a try. But as far as this haul goes, it was my least favorite thing that I purchased. And this blush, I think, also needs maybe a little bit more working. It came off a little bit patchy on me, I think. And I was expecting a very airbrushed type of glow. And this took a lot of blending and tapping and working to make it look as smooth and luminously natural as I wanted it to be. But at the end, I still think it ended up looking great. I just felt like my cheek products were my least favorite things, and the complexion products worked out a lot better for me. But overall, the big winner is the tinted lip treatment. Second place, I would say, is the Makeup Forever foundation. Those are the two products that I have gone back to most frequently since I filmed this little haul try on last week. So those are the big winners for me. But I also would put my new Over Red fragrance up there too. So those are my top three picks.
By the way, the eye look is the new ColourPop Precious Metals Mega Palette. Filmed my eye look. I love this eye look. It's so cute. I'll link it in the description. That's it. That's everything that I purchased during the spring savings event. I would love to hear what you think about these products. Do you have any of these? What did you pick up? What's on your wish list for the next one? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! What am I talking about? Does anybody know? Do you know? Can you help me? Help! I need an adult. That moment when you realize you are the adult. Oh, dang it. Dog hair all over this. Focus, focus. I just call it the dewy sunscreen because the big, long, sciencey word scares me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's already so hot here. It was over 90 degrees yesterday. It's gonna be such a sweltering summer. Not looking forward to it. Luckily, I'm an indoor cat, so I'll be fine. Why doesn't this fit on here? Am I crazy? Is this just like ceremonial? Why doesn't this fit? See what I'm saying? My other ones aren't like that. It's like it's the wrong size. The heck? All right, anyway. Okay. I don't even have any eyeshadow palettes on my loves list right now. Mainstream eyeshadow palettes are just not doing it for me. You know what though? I'm holding out hope that we're gonna get a good summer release from Too Faced because the Italian Spritz from last year was definitely the best release they've had in the past couple of years. And I feel like they could recapture that magic. I wish that I could go and like be a brand consultant for them and just help them get back on track because I feel like they've lost their way a little bit. I fell in love with the brand. They had their heyday and I would go so hard for Too Faced. I was going so hard for Too Faced. I just love the old Too Faced aesthetic, the feeling, that magical feeling that I used to get from their products. I just haven't felt it in many years, but the Italian Spritz palette, you know what? I need to bust this one back out because this is a cute little palette for spring too. That's it. We're reinstating it. Bringing this palette back. They had the tin packaging, some little bright colors. Of course, there's always a pink. There's always a pink shimmer. I loved this palette. It's high quality. Come on, let's hope we get another one of these. I believe it. I never give up hope. Look at all the MAC holiday purchases I've made over the years. No matter how many times these brands disappoint me. Am I the problem? Is this toxic behavior? Don't tell me if it is. Just let me live in my delusion, okay? Because every once in a while you get a banger. What if I had given up on them and then I didn't get this palette and it ended up being one of my favorites of the year last year? It can happen. I believe in you, Too Faced. Email me. I'll help you. That's just a joke. I know that nobody from Too Faced is watching me. If I was actually pitching myself to a brand, I would not do it on a YouTube video. Unless you think that would work. Let me know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. I'm just being a silly little goofy ball. Make sure you check out that ColourPop Precious Metals video. Check out my little earrings. I made these. They're in my Etsy shop. I love them. And you know what? The biggest thing of all that you should do is you should give yourself a pat on the back. So you're doing great. You know, it's really tough being a human in the world. There's so many hard things that we have to go through, and you're just doing your best. And I feel like you're crushing it. Proud of you. Good work. I love your face. I'll see you soon in the next one, okay? I'll be here. So I'll see you there. All right, bye.